Okay, so I'm gonna now be doing my second problem for the test corrections, which is 1g. So if you see here, that was the integral of sine to the fourth power of negative x dx. It wasn't really the best, so there's a couple of mistakes. First off, that negative x because of the fourth, it just doesn't really matter. You just ignore that, so it just becomes sine to the fourth of x. And then I should have used the double angle identity. I think it's the one with the 1/2 instead of just doing 1 minus cosine squared x, because that doesn't really simplify anything. So I will be solving that out for you. So we're gonna just simplify it. So it's sine to the fourth of x dx. And then once we get that done, we are going to put in the identity. So, or we can just simplify it even more, just like do it slowly. So sine squared x squared dx. So we know that sine squared x equals 1/2 1 minus cosine 2x. And by the 2, that means it's doubled, not that it's just 2 of that. So then we have 1/2 1 minus cosine 2 of x, and then all that squared dx. So then we can take that out, that 1/2, so that's going to be 1/4 because of the square. 1 minus cosine 2 of x, and I'm just going to like FOIL it, just pre-write that so it's already there. Cosine 2 of x dx. So now we have 1/4 integral. It's going to be 1 minus 2 cosine 2 of x plus cosine squared 2 of x d of x. And then now we just have to. So we know what that's going to be. That's going to be x. We know what that's going to be, but this is still squared. That's still a problem. So I'm just going to isolate it right now just so I can solve it. 1/4 1/4. So that one becomes x, and the 2's cancel out, so it's going to be minus sine 2x plus the integral of cosine squared 2x dx. So since we already used that one, we can also use the cosine one, and you're going to notice because there's nothing else we can really use to cancel out with like the views, so it can just that alone. There's no there's not a sign accompanying it. So that is 1/2 1 plus cosine 2x. And since we had to double the x, that becomes just, I'm gonna write it out just so I know, so I don't have to I'm not gonna write everything out. I'm just going to have like the little integral part. It's gonna be cosine squared 2 of x dx. And that's gonna be 1/2 1 plus cosine 4 of x, because you have to double 2x, and dx, and then that gets taken out, so it's 1 plus cosine 4 of x dx, and then that becomes 1/2 x plus sine, or 1/4 sine 4x. So then that becomes simplifies to 1/2 x plus 1/8 sine 4 of x. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just plug everything back in. We can't forget the rest of the equation, so we're gonna have that 1/4. I'm just gonna leave it out there just because it's simpler that way. 1 minus, or not 1, x minus sine 2 of x plus 1/2 x plus 1/8. And you can't see that. It's 1/8 sine 4 of x, and then we can just simplify that. So that's going to be 2 over 2 plus the 1/2. That's going to be 3 over 2. 3 over 2x minus sine 2 of x plus 1/8 sine 4 of x. And we can't forget the plus c. And that is it. Well, that was a smiley face.